All right, shalom. Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Har Kakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the will of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Now, for this lesson, Lord will is not going to be extremely long. I just want to make a point, and it's going into it's it's going into those thoughts that you get when you're about to make a lesson, or when you have made a lesson already and you think that it's not important or that it's insignificant, right? It don't mean anything. It's small. It's minor, minute. And then, you know, a brother makes a brother makes a lesson on that same topic, right? That you made, or what, or the lesson that you were about to make, and then you're like, oh wow, I should have made that video, or I should have uploaded the video, or I should have never deleted that video. And that's those are spirits, really. Those are spirits in your head saying, oh, it's not important. you know Now, before I get these scriptures, I want to get one thing. Ephesians, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're not fighting against flesh. For example, when someone sees you and wants to argue with you, or, Lord forbid, they want to attack you, for no reason, or for no good reason. Those are spirits that's on that person. Demons. You could be driving. Same thing. Somebody cuts you off. Or you could be walking and then out of nowhere somebody uh bumps into you and then you just walk away. Those are demons. Now, demons can come, in your mind, in your own. Demons can come and try to deceive you using your own voice in your own mind, saying, "Oh, that lesson is not that good," or "That's not important. Why are you talking about it?" And then if you listen to it, then you just been deceived by Satan. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So it's not against flesh and blood. It's against spirits, you know. And we defend ourselves using the word of the Lord, to 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 we defend ourselves using the word of the Lord, using the scriptures to fight against Satan, fight against those demons, but against principalities, against powers. So those are different levels of demons, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and the prince of this world, Esau, Edom, starting with their elites, the so-called white man. They worship Satan, and they cast spells, and they spread demons, out into the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, let me get this, because this happened to me many times, and I never really made a lesson on it. This is Sirach chapter 5 and 7. Yeah, and that this goes into the lazy demon, or a demon of doubt. It's really going into doubt. Which makes you lazy, which makes you unproductive, and that's what Satan wants. But we have to combat Satan using the scriptures. we have to rebuke Satan using the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and just do the work, do what we have to do. Sirach 5 and 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. So we're not supposed to say, I'm going to do the lesson tomorrow, or that lesson is not even important. And then the same day or a week later, you see a brother make that, make a lesson on that same topic, and then you're like, I should have made it. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, when you're good, when you think you're, in a good case, when you're not worrying, when you're not alert, or when you're not worrying about anything bad to happen to you, that's when the Most High gets you. And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So if you don't combat Satan, then if you're not a part of the elect, then the Lord is going to allow those demons to overtake you because you're taking heed unto Satan, Let me see if I could get another scripture. I'm going to get Matthew 21 and 21. And Yahushua rebuked Satan, when he was fasting for the 40 days and 40 nights. This is Matthew 21 and 21. It says, this goes into doubt. We're not supposed to doubt. Yahushua answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, verily means truly, if ye have faith and doubt not. So we're supposed to have faith, believe on Yahweh Shem Shai, even though we don't have physical proof. The proof is the truth. The proof is the spirit. If ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. So if we have faith, let me read it again. If ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done into the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountains going into the governments, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, that goes into having faith, ye shall receive. Right? So we're supposed to believe, the Lord said, if you don't ask, then you won't receive. I forgot what scripture that is. There's another scripture that say it, but yeah, we're supposed to fight against Satan. I'm gonna make a part 2 because this is more interesting, that I thought. But let me get one more. Let me get one more scripture. This is Hebrews 3 and 13. It says, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So while we can during the day, when all hell is not loose, when Jacob's trouble finally heats up, You know, we're supposed to do the work before the famine of the word take place, famine of the hearing of the word, and you can't doubt and say you're not going to do this lesson because it's not important. That's Satan. Those are demons. And that's the end of the lesson. Lord will is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Arakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.